I know we're getting a little bit tight on the time. So a couple things. One is Josh has been lurking. And I don't know if he had anything he wanted to add into the conversation.
I'm actually not a dad. That's a dirty secret of Kunik. Did you know that, Pete?
I did not know that.
There you go. So, I'm a dog dad.
Well, okay. So how does this make you feel? How does guys talking about that stuff make you feel like part of guys or not?
No, I mean, I get it. I mean, most of my friends are fathers, so, you know, I can relate. No, it's good. I think that, you know, one of the founding ideologies of Kunik was that just interacting with my friends who are dads is that there was a real need for this. I think that, you know, I'm in my late 30s, that people of my generation, dads of my generation, I think have a very different perspective to family and to work than, you know, people my parents' age who are now in their 70s. So I think it's really important to be able to open this up. And I think that's probably always been the case, but maybe it wasn't always accessible to talk about it either.
Okay. And I'm going to ask Liz, you've given a lot from the mom perspective. Do you have any takes on guys getting together and talking? I mean, is this what you expect or not? Or do you have any thoughts on that?
Liz actually she literally just texted me and said she stepped away from her computer for a minute, literally just as you said that.
Well, then the dime drops on you, Jess. So.
Right, it does, doesn't it? I know, I love talking to dads about their perspective on parenting. I think that one of the points that you said when we talked this morning and then on this call was that dads may not get as much attention as moms do. We get a lot of attention because we get pregnant and we give birth to these babies, but dads are doing just as much work. And so I think it's important to hear their story because they're not often asked their story. So I try to be mindful of that.
Okay. We've got about 5 minutes remaining, and I'll remind everybody, if you find this valuable, let your Kunik representative or Jess or Liz or Josh or Cam know that this is valuable, and maybe we can do this again. But what are some last minute insights that people have, especially people that haven't said anything so far?
Well, I did say something earlier, but I'm about to drop off this call to go with 32 guys golfing for the weekend, and I'm not a golfer. I'm not a golfer, so this could be a long weekend. And 30 of them are strangers, so I'll use some of this for the small talk.
You could use small talk suggestions.
It is.
Exactly.
So this was perfect timing.
You may also want to use Pete's Irish whiskey suggestion, but that's I've
heard honey. I know there's honey Jack coming and other things. So maybe I should bring the red breast.
There you go.
Nothing makes good small talk better than how bad you are at golf.
That's true. That's very true.
Because everyone else who thinks that they're not bad at golf is willing to give you 5 billion tips and show you how to do things. So be very vocal about your lack of abilities.
I've learned a lot on this call today. So
yeah, exactly. Then you'll find that they're also bad at golf as well.
Exactly. Yeah,
right.
You'll find out that they just have more confidence than
my one of my first cases. I said I was a recurring attorney. One of my first cases was a case against a golf course because I'm an environmental lawyer, and so you get in front. It's Friday morning. Get in front of the judge. We're all waiting for the judge to walk in, federal judge. So he walks in. Everybody stands up, sit down. He goes, "All right, let's sit down, everybody. Well, gotta get going. I tee off at 10." Yep, didn't go anywhere.
Mr. Bruner, some last minute insight.
Lean into tough conversations. There's a lot that's happened in the last year, and there's a lot to talk about. If your kids are like my daughter, this concept of fairness is something that permeates every single thing they do. So they have an opinion, but let them lead the conversation so you can kind of get your cues on where to jump in.
That's really good advice.
Thanks. Then I'll shut up and end on a high note.
Oh, wow. Okay.
On a high note.
Any other last, how many people, let me ask you this. What did people get out of this conversation that was valuable?
I think that we've got commonality in that it's not easy, and reaching out to other people is really important. I'll just echo what Cam and Eric were saying. we're trying to love somebody unconditionally is what we do with our children. Being with people of our peers who love us unconditionally gives us that support to sort of share that and then sort of feed it back to our kids. So I think what Eric and Cam were saying is really important.
And John, I mean, right in line with that, being present too, right? I mean, that's kind of everything. It's being present with the other friends in your life, and particularly then being present with your kids, because that's what they need at the end of the day, right? Is to know that we're there, that we're their parents, and that we're supporting them.
I heard this thing, kids want quality time, quantity time. Kids want it all. They want quantity time, quantity, but you got to be there with them. So they need both. It's not either or. But I've got to jump to a call. Great to be with you all.